to join me this evening, no, I have my co-host, no, since Tuesday kami lagi ang magkasama. Okay.
Yes, good evening, Sis Joyce.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone.
So ayan, please welcome our sales manager from Mindanao, si Miss Mitch Arcansalin.
Hello, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. I'm very excited no tonight kasi we've been having this discussion for this week, no. So madami tayong magagandang comments because a lot of our associates, most especially who are new, no, can really relate sa ating mga discussions tonight. And talagang yung mga ini-invite nating speakers ay talagang nasi-share nila yung kanilang experience, no. Hindi lang siya yung mga sabi-sabi or mga naririnig nila, but then from their personal experience, no, in
First hand.
relation to our topic this evening. So ngayon, related pa rin siya sa momentum builders, of course, no. Very important din sa ating mga associates yung ating topic this evening, wherein isa sa mga momentum builders ay ang events, ang pag-attend ng mga events, di ba? And we have our two speakers din tonight who will share their experience, no, at mga experience regarding events and how they
Bakit ba mahalaga
encourage it.
ito?
Yes, paano siya nakakatulong sa ating mga organization, di ba?
Okay, so again, we are live on Facebook. No, we will be posting the link in our chat box. But ngayon pa lang, no, please pakikalampag na po yung ating mga associates na gusto nyo pong marinig ang training na ito para maka-join sila sa ating Zoom. And malay nyo, di ba, you can also get a chance to ask them, no, yung mga questions na you would want to know yung mga answer. Okay, syempre.
Open ang ating chat box, no, and we will entertain their questions.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's start now by introducing our set of panelists. I'll start introducing our one-star diamond director based in Cebu. Also, she's a mother of 3, tama ba, no? So, and happily married to VK Batak. So, please welcome RM Batak. Good evening, RM.
Hello, RM. Good evening kayo.
Hi, Ma'am Mitch. Kumusta?
Maayong buntag. Ay,
Maayong
good
gabi.
morning pala yun. Maayong gabi.
Maayong gabi. Ayan.
Yes.
Everyone.
O, di ba, very radiant ang ating guest for this evening. Kasi hindi lang siya one-star diamond, pero Celavive ambassador as well.
Okay. So, introduce ko naman yung ating next panelist, is Joyce. Now, she's one of USANA's Emerald Director. And hindi rin naman natin na she's also from the medical field, no, and the background ng family niya is also in the medical field, pero siya magkakwento sa inyo yan mamaya. Pero right now, no, she's an Emerald Director, and of course isa sa ating mga USANA Celavive ambassador din, no. Talagang ngayon, punong-puno tayo ng Celavive ambassador for this evening. So our second speaker for this night, for this topic, is Miss Josanne Grino. Hi, Josanne. Good evening.
Hello.
Hi, good evening sa lahat. Magandang gabi. Maayong gabi. Hi.
Ayan. So talagang yung level, no, ng mga ganda nila, Sis Mitch, no, parang hirap na itabi. Na-leveling din tayo.
Ang gaganda ng mga speakers natin tonight.
And I'm really sure they're all very intelligent as well. Kasi dito talaga beauty and brains. No?
Yes.
So, talaga marami silang may impart sa atin tonight. But before anything else, no, I'm sure there are a lot of new associates that have joined this call this evening. So, please indulge us. Siguro let's start with RM with your short but sweet, no, story on how you came about USANA, no, paano ka ba na-invite or your success story.
And so, thank you, Ma'am Joy. So, hello everyone. Hello sa mga bagong distributor ng USANA. So, I will give you a short background about myself. I'm Rosemary Abaco Batak, and I am based sa Cebu. Taga Cebu po talaga ako. And the reason why I am here with USANA because of my husband, BK. So, siya po talaga yung na-invite dito sa USANA. At ako yung negative na skeptic na wife ni BK. Okay? So mamaya, ikikwento ko sa inyo further yung reason bakit ako na naging positive dito sa business na to na pinasukan ng husband ko 10 years ago. So another background is I'm also a nurse by profession. I also, I was a former beauty queen dito sa Cebu and a part-time
diba?
model. Yung mga time na dalaga pa tayo. So mahilig talaga ako technically sa mga events, mga ganyan.
Totoong ano talaga siya, no? Beauty queen.
Beauty queen talaga. Kitang-kita naman, di ba?
Thank you. Salamat.
And now we move on to Josan, no? Can you share a brief background about yourself, no, before we proceed with
Yan.
the discussion?
Hello, good evening. My name is Josan Grino. I am a registered nurse, and this is not my first recession. My first recession was 2009. You know, I graduated along with 300,000 other registered nurses, just as licensed and just as fresh. 2009, and I came across my fork on the road. That was either to wait for a chance to work abroad, to proceed para mag-med school, and or do my USANA business as soon as possible. So lahat ng mga bagong associates, all those who enrolled, for whatever reason you have right now, I'm just, sharing with you that 9 years ago, USANA was my fork on the road, and it has become the best decision that I have ever made. I've been traveling the world for about 7 years, all for free because of USANA. I have, I've built an NGO. I helped my siblings with their school, my family with all our mga expenses. This truly was a blessing for me. And kung ikaw nakikinig ka ngayon, and this might be your fork on the road as well, I would just like to congratulate you for being in this webinar, and welcome to our 7 p.m. webinar. Ayan.
Wow, talagang lady boss in short, no? Lahat ng kanyang mga sinabi, truly the embodiment of a lady boss. Wow. Okay, so siguro start natin with our first question kasi dito sa USANA, marami tayong mga events, like in the corporate side, meron tayong mga annual events, trimestral events, meron din tayong mga quarterly events, and bukod pa doon, pre-pandemic, meron tayong mga team events, road shows, pupunta tayo sa iba-ibang mga lugar. So tell us, kung ano, 'di ba? Kung ano ba yung unang-unang event na napuntahan natin or na-attendan natin sa USANA, and what was your impression about it? Siguro let's start with RM.
And so ako naman, Joyce, I have a very quick and fun story to tell. Dun sa first na USANA event na sobrang bonggang-bongga talaga na na-attendan namin ni DK way back 2013. So we were goal directors by that time. And yun nga, nakwento ko sa inyo na I do modeling before, beauty pageant. So isa talaga sa parang pinaka-goal ko, isa sa pinaka-dream ko sa Cebuana is makapunta sa Manila. At isa sa mga parang dreams ko is maka-attend ng Star Magic Ball. Mga ganong level, mga ganong nung mga 20 years old ako. Sobrang mahilig ako. Parang I was really dreaming to have the chance to attend an event like that. And then USANA came. DK worked hard to be able to reach gold director in USANA for his 10th month of doing it part-time. Tapos nung naging gold director siya, then here comes the recognition dinner noong 2013 doon sa EDSA, Shangri-La EDSA. Okay, so yun yung first na major event na sobrang bongga na nakakatawa, Ma'am Joyce, kasi si DK, contrary sa akin, opposite talaga siya sa akin. Hindi siya mahilig sa event. So nung nag-ayos na ako, nung nagpabongga na ako, nag-ball gown na ako with a black dito na parang tawag dito, yung parang gloves, tapos yung mga bongga na mga sabi niya, mahal, tanggalin mo yan. Nakakatawa, sabi niya.
Bakit naman?
Overdressed ka. Mga ganyan. Nakakatawa to, Ma'am Joyce. Tapos sabi niya, tanggalin mo yan. Tapos nung nag-park na siya, tapos nung bumaba na kami sa lobby, nakita niya yung mga ibang USANA associates na sobrang bongga din yung mga datingan. Sabi niya, mahal, suot mo ulit yun. Bagay pala. doon na nag-start na, naniniwala na siya na he trusted me on my outfits every time na may Usana event. So ako yung nag-aasikaso, nag-aayos. And then the second event, kasi recognition dinner, and then the following day is our grand convention. The grand convention naman is held in Araneta Coliseum. So sabi ko nga, yan yung isa sa dream ko na place na gusto kong mag-join before sa national pageant, like yung mga binibining Pilipinas, yung mga ganyan, yan yung mga hilig ko. Tapos isa sa dream talaga is makarampa sa stage ng Araneta. It never happened, okay, sa pagiging beauty queen, pero it happened because of Usana opportunity. So for me, Usana gave me the dream come true sa hilig ko. Sa hilig ko, and I praise God because my husband worked hard, okay, to have that chance na maibigay niya sa akin yung dream ko na hindi ko natupad kasi nga we got married at a very early age of 21, tapos yun, naging mom na ako at 21, naging wife na ako at 21, but praise God, everything happens for a reason, and I still achieve my dreams in life through Usana opportunity. Yun po.
At grabe, no, talagang hindi lang dahil sa business, no, but really, yung iba nating mga dreams, no, may it be very personal to you, but malay mo, di ba, yun talaga yung susi, no, for you to love the company, for you to love what you are doing. And with RM, alam nyo naman po, di ba, that Usana holds its annual convention pre-pandemic dun sa mga Araneta Coliseum, MOA Arena, and prior to that, we also have our recognition dinner. So, yan naman talaga yung, kumbaga, time for you to dress up, really, talagang bongga siya, may fine dining, di ba, nakakamiss ang ating mga event. Hopefully.
Kaya kailangan laban.
Yes, so may mga paano tayo sa huli daw, pa-buttercup. Okay, so syempre, I hope no, nakukuha nyo, di ba, kung ano yung ine-explain namin. Because really, kapag kami mga gantong events, talagang we only give the best no, dun sa ating mga associates. So thank you, RM. How about you, Josano? Ano kaya yung first event na na-encounter sa Usana?
Okay, so talking about events, I really love Usana events, online and offline. Both has its advantages. Okay, so syempre nung offline ang mga galawan, you could feel the big events, you could feel the huge energy, magkaiba yon. But nevertheless, mas mataas and mas malaki yung reach natin pag online. So they have its own advantages, may kanya-kanya siyang benefits, no? So my first convention was at the World Trade Center. Tama ba ako, Ma'am Joyce? We had it there, and it was a very modest event. Yung naabutan ni RM was a very grand event. Yung naabutan ko noong 2012 was a very modest event. It was a group of like 3,000 lang. And then I remember meron pang, may pakain pa before. It was not free, by the way. May cafe sa labas, and then we could order there instead of all 3,000 people going out of the World Trade Center to eat. So may mga, it was like a real, it was very intimate, not 3,000 intimate. Compared din naman kasi sa mga previous natin na conventions that was like 13,000, 14,000 participants. So what 3,000 lang, kinukulit ako ng direct sponsor ko a week before months before the convention. Josan, you have to go to the convention, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to go. I don't have to. Solid naman na ang decision ko sa Usana. I'm really going to do this. I don't really have to go. Kasi sabi, hindi, you have to go. Also, mag-director ka. Sabi ko, ayoko muna mag-director. Ang daming arte, di ba? So,
ang dami mo excuses.
Yeah, no, may excuse. So, I went to the convention and I saw all the directors. Nakita ko lahat ng directors. They were made to go up on stage, shout their names, their places, their locality. They get to represent their teams. They get to represent their province or their city. Tapos tingin na, lingon ako sa direct sponsor ko, and I really told her, kaya pala gusto mo ako ipag-director. After that convention, super gusto ko na mag-director kaagad. And with that, I was so inspired, and I realized that, this is something that I can do as a career. Hindi lang siya business, no? It's not just, a business where I can make money with. It also is a career. Sabi ko, dito pala maganda kasi may recognition, my growth, my awarding, and also doon mas na-feel yung decision ko to really build this business for long-term na talaga. So, I would like to encourage yung mga baguhan natin na hindi pa naka-experience, both hindi pa naka-experience ng offline convention, no, live convention and online conventions. Before kasi, it will take, I remember my first convention, Ma'am Joyce and Ma'am Mitch, I had to borrow money again. Alam mo yung kaka-join mo lang sa Usana, tapos pinag-utang ka na naman ng pera kasi punta daw ng convention. So actually, I borrowed money to go to the convention. And I borrowed money from my mom so I could go to the convention.
Kasi may airfare, di ba? From Davao to Manila.
Yes,
no?
because from Davao we had to go there. So there are 425 participants today. And we're running for 10,000 attendees. We're running for 10,000 attendees for the Asia Pacific Convention. Guys, pipindot na lang tayo. Hindi mo na kailangan ng airfare. You don't need to leave your job. Hindi mo na kailangan mag-file ng leave. Kasi kami before, yung rule namin sa team, pag convention date, automatic yan. Mag-LBM lahat ng mga taga-Usana kasi pupunta ng Manila Convention. Or mag-sick leave. Ganyan. So we had tactics just to go to the convention. But ladies and gentlemen, we're targeting 10,000 attendees for the Asia Pacific Convention. We've done that. Live convention. Still all Filipinos sa Mall of Asia, we've done that. 12,000, 13,000. This time, 10,000 lang ang target natin. And online pa. Pipindot na lang tayo. The 80 link is free. You don't have to pay for anything unless you want the video on demand for the following days and weeks. So let's do this. Tonight, you have to rally. You have to rally if you want to retain, if you want to grow, you have to rally for attendees in your team. And let's go for 10,000 attendees.
Ayan, grabe naman mag-promote si Josano. So talagang
1% na tayo sa 10,000 sis Joyce.
parang masarap mag-open na ngayon ng registration kung ilan na.
Yes.
At bago natin itanong si Smith yung next nating question, siguro i-show ko lang sa inyo kung ano yung sinasabi ni Josano, yung lahat ng director, nandun sa stage, tapos sinasabi nila yung mga pangalan nila. Because in the past, as early as a director, meron tayong kumbaga parade, and then they also get to announce their name. So yung tama rin yung sinasabi niya kanina na 3,000. We started actually at 900 yung ating first grand celebration sa SMX, and may mga pakain talaga yon, as in may mga table. So we have evolved a lot. And let me just show you kung sino yung mga last 2011 that were also who have attended the event and have shouted their names, and look at them, where are they now. So please watch.
May file pala si Joyce. Wow!
Nalungkat ko.
Beverly Santos, Silver Director, Baguio City, Team Vanadite, Next Gen!
Hi, I'm Vico Paragison, Silver Director from Team Next Gen.
Hi, I am Dr. Edu Buranos from the team that excels. Accelerate!
Di ba? Yan na ngayon ang ating mga Diamond Directors, Executive Gold Directors, and One-Star Diamond Directors. So really, yun yung experience. Hindi ko lang nakuhaan si RM tsaka si Josan sa kanilang mga events. So,
Masaya, may file si Joyce ng mga kanilang
throwback.
Throwback. Ang saya, alam mo, nakikita ko I can see sa pagkwento ng ating speakers or guests this evening, yung excitement talaga nila dun sa mga unang events na na-attenan nila, Hindi lang talaga as in super excited sila, Really pag tino-throwback mo talaga yung experience nila dun sa mga events, alam nating miss na natin yung mga live events, ganon, 'di ba? Nakaka-miss talaga. So, my next question sa inyo. So, syempre yung mga ganitong events yung na-attendan nyo before, meron siyang significant impact sa inyo, personally or sa business. Ngayong leaders na kayo, ano yung mga, kunyari, nasa online na tayo ngayon, So, nasa online na tayo, online platforms tayo. Aside from the Asia Pacific Convention, na promote ni Josan kanina, ano yung mga iba pang mga events na ine-encourage nyo yung mga associates natin, lalo-lalo na yung mga bago na attenan nila, lalong-lalo na yung mga first-time events nila. Can you share to us yung mga examples ng events na kailangan ma-attenan ng ating mga associates, RM?
Okay, so thank you for that, Ma'am Mitch. Ako, Meron din akong experience na i-share kasi nung uma-attend kami lagi ng USANA PH Grand Convention, meron kaming isang associate na noon na nagbi-build siya pero yung negative yung asawa niya. Neighbor namin sa subdivision kung saan kami tumira dati. And then, sinama namin yung wife niya sa PH Grand Convention. Ayan. So, sobrang negative nung wife niya. Then, nung nasama namin siya sa convention na yun yung naging turning point. Hindi na namin kailangan i-baliwin siya or i-mindset siya because during that event, nakita na niya kung ano yung big picture ng USANA. And right now, they are executive gold directors. Okay? And then they have gold directors sa line nila. And then, yun nga, ako as a leader, I will suggest and I will promote USANA's Grand Convention ng mga event. Kasi from there, you can see a lot of people change their lives. Ang daming tao na nagiging successful. Sabi nga ni Jusan, yung recognition is just part of the big picture of USANA. But technically, yung mga story ng mga speakers, di ba? Ang daming story, guys, na from rags to riches, isa na kami doon ni DK, ng asawa ko. And then you were able to share that to thousands of Filipinos. Alam mo yon, may mga iba, bumiyahe pa from, like Josan, sabi nga niya, pabiyahe pa from Davao, from Cebu, from different part of the Philippines, pabiyahe just to attend that convention para marinig yung mga life-changing stories ng mga speakers. Doon mo talaga makikita na parang nakaupo ka, nanonood ka, tapos sasabihin mo, ako din, magiging ganyan din yung buhay ko. Kasi kung kaya niya, kaya ko din. Tapos take note, hindi lang isa, hindi lang dalawa, hindi lang tatlong mga successful people ang maririnig mo from that event, yung Grand Convention ng USANA. A lot of successful people na galing sa iba't ibang walks of life. Alam mo yung may mga janitor, may mga bellboy, may mga teacher, may mga attorney, doctors, and all. Nandun sila nagtitipon-tipon for that celebration. Celebration kung saan binubuhay nila yung mga dreams na meron sila for themselves and for their families. I suggest sa 450 dito na participants, guys, dati meron tayong PH Grand Convention, yun yung live. Ngayon, it is more convenient for us to attend yung mga virtual conventions na sobrang level up talaga. Kahit na virtual yung mga recognitions ng USANA sa panahon ng pandemic, grabe, salute pa din. Na ano pa din yung parang feeling na wow, nare-recognize ako, wow, ang daming $1 million club na nadagdag. Wow, ang daming diamond directors na nadagdag. Ang daming PPPS na nahit yung mga ganon. Ang dami. So really guys, attendan nyo lahat ng grand conventions ng USANA. Yun yung must, talaga na event for me.
Ayan, talaga namang talagang yung mga grand events natin, yung quarterly ang trimestral events natin, no, PH Grand Celebration. So we already had 2, yung tatlo. We have one in January, then June, and also we have one in October. So yun yung mga grand events natin. How about you, Josan? Ano yung mga right now sa online, no, aside from the Asia Pacific Convention, ano yung mga events, no? It's either local, pwedeng company, pwedeng USANA events na you want to encourage yung mga bagong associates natin na dapat attenan din nila.
Ayun. So on a leadership perspective, no, what events dapat yung ina-attenan natin tsaka yung pinopromote natin sa mga associates natin. So we have to know what level our associates are. So if beginner level, make sure they get into nurturing events. Like sabi ni RM, di ba? Sabi niya yung mga online conventions, yung mga health and freedom para ma-master nila, yung mga baliwan events, yung mga belief-building events. Yun, very important yun. Tapos tingnan din natin yung skill level ng associate. Kasi baka puno na yung belief battery niya, di ba? Dapat pang equipping na siya. So dapat doon na siya sa product training, di ba? Doon na siya sa skills, how to invite properly, how to use social media properly, di ba? So, hindi lahat ng trainings, di ba? You have to filter them according to the associate entering the training. Tapos, meron din time for development. So, yun na yung mga programs natin like Diamond University. Siyempre, yung mga baguhan, maano nun, di ba? Ma-intimidate sila sa Diamond University. Pero yung mga leaders na equipped na, tapos puno na yung belief battery, by all means, pwede nang pumasok ng Diamond University. Actually, we have one again on led by USANA US, sila Jeremy Stansfield, which is open for all. We have Robert Rances, mga leadership trainings. May mga ganyan. May mga ganyan mga events na pwedeng salihan for advanced naman yun siya. So, we just really have to be careful not put beginners sa mga advanced level kasi minsan dun sila na-intimidate, no? Nako-complicate yung business for them, hindi na nila level. So we have to learn how to promote what training to attend and make sure, my ma'am, yung meeting after meeting. Kasi we have to process their learning. Tsaka iba yung na-verbalize nila yung natutunan nila. That's how, as business coaches, na-check din natin, di ba? We can also check na, eto, nakinig talaga to. Ay, umattend talaga to nung 7 o'clock kanina. Kasi kung wala siyang masabi sa akin mamaya, meeting after meeting, hindi talaga siya umattend. Ayan. So, turo yan ni Jopet Pedroso, di ba? So, for example, may training ngayon, may mga sabay-sabay na training, pwede mo i-disperse yung mga tao mo, di ba? O yung mga bago dito, yung mga equipping, may mga tao na, mga squad leaders, pwede na dito sa training. Tapos, mini-meeting after meeting ko sila. Via messenger na lang at night before sila matulog. So, that's how I know if naka-attend din sila, ayan. So, parang police lang, ganyan. Nag-attend kaya ko siya kanina. Yun din yung isang purpose ng meeting after meeting, to process and to really check if they learned anything or tama ba yung na-learn nila. Kasi baka hindi tama yung na-process nila sa brain nila. Ayun. So, just to really guide them, no, na tama yung mindset na natutunan nila. So, filter the trainings, promote the right training for yung stage or yung level ng associate mo. Ito naman yung mga trainings ng USANA Everett. These are all associate-friendly events. Na whether tagal ka or bago ka, magagamit mo ito. Itong mga trainings ng USANA every night. Ayan.
Alright, so talagang yung meeting after meetings, no, talagang sa USANA, kahit online or offline, tuloy pa rin, 'di ba? So doon mo malalaman yung leader kung talagang kumbaga guiding, no, yung ating mga associates. And sometimes, no, there are times that they correct yung kung ano man yung narinig kasi 'di ba iba-iba ng interpretation lalo na yung mga new associates, 'di ba? Ay, bakit ganyan si mentor or bakit ganyan yung sa kabilang group, 'di ba? So you really have to not correct naman but really kumbaga set, no, kung ano i-explain natin bakit ganoon, and so that they will be hindi sila ma-culture shock or matama yung kanilang yung perspective or paniniwala. Ayan. So, ang ganda no ng ating usapan. Kung meron po tayong mga question, please feel free to type it in our chat box. But my next question, no, is something to do with the team naman. Kasi 'di ba, I know na even if we have corporate events, I'm sure you have your own events in your own respective team. So, it's like patterning, no, or kumbaga parang sumusunod, no, dun sa mga kung ano yung mga naging events natin, or even kayo mismo nag-i-innovate. So, can you please tell us about your own team events? What was the most, kumbaga parang bongga or most grand event that you have held in your teams, and what it is for? So kahit hindi siya bongga, do you have events that's kumbaga parang for your own team? So let's start with RM.
Ayan. So, meron, Ma'am Joyce, madami kaming mga events sa team. May mga minor, may mga major. So I will just share sa inyo yung major event na nagawa, na na-organize ng team namin noong 2020. Noong December 2020, we had our year-end party. Tapos, ang guest speaker namin that time is si Mr. Les Brown. Ayan. So, para...
Wow, international, ano siya, no? MLM.
Les Brown. So, parang sabi nga, it's a dream come true for a lot of us. Kasi na, alam mo yon, kung hindi dahil nag-pandemic, hindi namin siya makukuha as guest speaker. Pero because of the opportunity na dala ng pandemic, diba, it's very accessible na pwede nang makapagkuha, maka-outreach yung mga speaker na international speakers. Kasi lahat nasa ano na lang eh, zoom away na lang talaga eh, just i-click away. Alam mo yon. So, yun po Ma'am Joy, sobrang naging big ano talaga yon. Major event namin yun. Ang daming niyang na-share na mga mindset, na mga learnings that really that is very applicable lalo na sa atin na we are in USANA, we are in entrepreneurial business. Ang ganda nung ano niya, life sharing, ang ganda nung mga learnings na impart niya sa buong organization at it really helped a lot kasi ang ganda din ng growth after that. Alam mo yon, so nag-build talaga yung mga tao, alam mo yun, nabuhaya na naman sila ng mga dreams nila na kailangan nilang maging hungry to success, mga ganon. So yun yung Ma'am Joy, so major event.
RM, gusto ko lang i-follow up, no? So, yung mga events niyo, what are the new, or what is something different, no, that we don't hold during corporate events? May ano bang mga difference niyan or similarities, if ever, dun sa team events ninyo versus yung USANA initiated events?
Actually, isa sa difference is exclusive siya, di ba? Alam mo yun, it's just for the team. Pero ang kapareha is yung leveling ng yung production. Kasi yung production ng USANA corporate, yun din yung kinukuha namin for our team production. Para namang maibigay din namin yung best para sa aming associates. So parang yun Ma'am Joyce. Tapos ano pa ba? So far yun yung answer ko sa question mo.
Alright. Siguro si Josano can also share what do they have in their team, no? And what similarities and differences does it have in USANA initiated events?
Ayun, syempre small team events are more intimate. So when it's more intimate, it's more, it's really high on retention and it's more personal. Kasi during the pandemic, yung natanggal sa atin is the sense of community and yung sense of personalization. So when we do small team events, that's when the personalization comes in, that's where relationship building comes in, and that's where, yung intimate na pag-build ng group also comes in. So more on ground building, solid foundation building siya. When you have small team events and intimate events. So, for example, may mga common events naman with our team and USANA. So then we just leverage on USANA's events. Kasi then we don't have to invite speakers because you already prepare. And you know what? I really appreciate USANA Philippines Corporate because we have trainings like this for USANA Philippines. Other countries don't have this. So iba talaga, iba pag Pilipinas. Ayan. So if you're listening right now, can we all give Ma'am Mitch, Ma'am Joyce, Ma'am Sharon, everybody else a really big round of applause? Ayan. And if Ma'am Elizabeth was here, she would really be happy that, we're doing it. We're doing USANA and, this has been planned for the whole year.
At talagang si Ma'am Beth, no, just nabanggit. So talagang she's very, kumbaga parang ang dami niyang creative ideas, no, lahat po ng ating mga events during her time were also syempre siya po yung nag-spearhead po ng mga yon. So thank you Ma'am Beth, wherever you are. Yan. Okay.
Yung mga topics gano'n na dinidiscuss every week,
okay.
no?
Very hands-on si Madam.
So meron we would like to continue, no? Meron tayong meron tayong isang magandang question dito from Lyra May Atiliano sa ating chat box, no? Kasi baka lang hindi aware yung iba na may mga questions tayo dito, although nasagot na rin ni Josan. But pwede ba naming itanong, question to para kay Josan, no? Let's just i-share lang natin sa group, no? How do you do ma'am? Na via messenger ba? Or do you chat your associates? What their learnings were? Or what we're used to do kasi is ma'am is via Zoom pa din. So, anong platform yung ginagamit ninyo for ma'am? Ano yung platform na ginagamit niyo for ma'am? Also, later, RM can answer. So, si Josan muna.
And kung one-on-one naman, messenger is okay. And then, video call lang. Ang purpose lang nun kasi may mga associates na naubusan ng data at hindi kaya ang Zoom. Yun lang. Pero yes, Zoom siya dapat. But Messenger offers the same service naman siya. So, hindi na-defeat yung purpose.
Mm-mm.
And sometimes, mas personal kasi messenger. Yun lang.
Josan, sino yung nag-initiate ng ma'am? Yung sponsor ba o yung organizer within the team? How does it work?
The team leader. The team leader per cluster.
Mm-mm.
May mga pagano.
Oo, yes. So, may mga team leaders and then they are
Cluster.
assigned sila to do the meeting after meeting for their group.
How about your style, RM, no, sa team niyo or sa group mo? How do you do that, the ma'am? Or meron pa bang meeting after meeting after meeting? Yung ma'am ng ma'am?
Parang nabibitin yan eh. Meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. Kasi di ba nakukulangan pa. Gusto pang chumika more. Hindi. Para lang makapag catch up pa. So yeah, same with Josan. Pwede naman talaga siyang gawin via messenger eh. Video call. Alam mo yun, para mas personal. Di na kailangan ng mga Zoom link. Pero pag it's still a big group, may mga cluster din para mas siya into, may mga breakout room. Alam mo yun, mga breakout room para mas sila, makapag-share. Mas konti kasi yung tao pag may breakout room eh. So, everyone has the chance to tell their piece, alam mo yun, to tell what they learn from that training or from that event. Then yun, ganun din kami, Ma'am Joyce. May mga team na naka-assign.
So dati, no, yung ma'am parang nasa parking lot or after the event, kukuha lang dun ng konting space, yung mga upuan na ayusin. But ngayon, virtual na, we have FB Messenger, we have breakout rooms, no? So dapat talaga yung Zoom account nyo ay paid. Para makapag-breakout room kayo. It's a small investment, no, that will go a long way.
Yan. So, ayan, so na tayo, let's move on to another question na naman. So, since napag-usapan natin yung mga team trainings ninyo, no, syempre, may kanya-kanyang organizers kayo, di ba? Merong malalaking events like what RM said, meron din tayong, syempre, nakikita namin sa corporate, yung mga posters ninyo, meron kayong recognition night, meron kayong PPPS night, meron kayong hustle, Monday hustle, mga ganon. So, how do you do your team events? Naka-assign ba siya sa ganitong araw? Merong associate na ito dapat tagahanap ng speaker, taga-invite ng speaker, paano nyo ino-organize yung local, yung mga team events ninyo? Si RM ang mauuna.
Sige, ma'am. Maganda yung question na yun, Ma'am Mitch. Ako, I am very blessed to be part of our team kasi sobrang ganda ng system, ang organized talaga. So, yung mga ganong trainings, nakaschedule na yan, Ma'am Mitch, for the whole month. Okay, bago pa mag-start ang month, nakaano na kami, nakalatag na lahat ng events. May mga speakers na din na nakalista doon. So may mga mentors, tapos kung hindi pwede yung mentors, magsasabi lang siya kung sino yung next in line leader na magsasab sa kanya. So it's, for example, ako yung speaker for that event and I'm not available, ako ang maghahanap ng replacement. So it's my job. Okay, para hindi masira yung flow ng organization, flow ng trainings. Ayun. So, para okay lahat. So, maganda talaga ang system. So, we have every Wednesday, we have every Saturday. Ganun yung sa amin, sa team namin. And very, meron talaga kaming committee for the Wednesday, committee for HIT, HIT event namin. And then for Saturday, yung international trainings naman, iba din yung committee nun. Sa mga major events, iba din yung committee nun. And doon ako na-belong sa major events. So, ayan, may mga responsibilities.
Ang ganda, no? Meron silang, meron talagang nakatoka. Kasi,
alam ko, part ng negosyo nila. Kumbaga, sila yung parang events and marketing group, no? Parang
How about you, Josan? Sa team ninyo, alam ko, meron din kayong mga naka-assign kasi minsan iba-iba yung nag-i-invite ng speaker. Diba? Yung training. Training.
Yes. So, merong we have events like, so we have events like recognition, so may mag-opening remarks. Ma'am Mitch is always in our team event. So, unlike sa team nila, Coach RM, nila Mentor RM, I come from, not a very big team, So, magkaiba yung sense of organization. So, yung tanong naman ng corporate natin is how you organize. So, whether you come from whatever the number of your team is right now, ang importante, you know how to organize. Okay? So, dapat may sense of permanence yun. No? May sense of permanence. Kunwari, yung HFO, every ganito. Bakit? Para yung mga bago, alam nila. That's why you also notice, Yuzana, very permanent yung schedule nila. Bakit? Para na may memorize, naging part ng system ng new distributor. Uy, may corporate HFO, 3:30 ngayong hapon. So, alam niya, every 3:30, pwede siyang mag-i-invite every 3:30. So kahit na andyan yung apply niya, yung direct sponsor niya, wapakel siya kasi gusto niyang mag-diamond. So magpapasok siya ng associate at 3:30, whether may nagbabantay or wala. So kung ikaw, nag-i-invite ka kahit hindi nakatingin yung direct sponsor mo at hindi ka tinatanong, ayan, type 1 sa chat. Kasi ikaw na ang susunod na mag-rank advance. So dapat may sense of permanence, number 1. And number 2, dapat may sense of excitement. So dapat paiba-iba din siya. So we want it permanent, but we also want it exciting. So, pag medyo ano na siya, medyo steady na yung event, you know, you also notice sometimes yung mga team natin nagpapa-event, di ba? So, that's also very important. So, aside from the sense of permanence yung pag-organize, dapat may sense of excitement din siya every now and then. So, yun lang yung tatandaan mo kapag ka nag-organize ka ng event for your team.
Alright. So, nabanggit ni Josano yung mga characteristics or parang some practical tips also, no, on how to organize events. But ladies, no, can you tell us what makes a good or bad event? No, may mga elements ba yan that should be present in let's say if ever it's a big or major recognition event or even yung training event, what elements should be present, no? Or yung mga iiwasan natin, what are those? So siguro let's start again with Josan.
So what makes a good event? Okay, what makes a good event is that, you know, the event should start on time. Kasi, you know, pag online, 5 minutes is too long. It's masyado siyang mataas na dead air, yung 5 minutes. So event should start on time. Okay? Para masanay na rin yung mga Filipinos, 'di ba? Na ay nako, nagsisimula ta ng maaga, hindi to 1 hour after, okay? We also don't waste each other's time. Also, number 2 is swak yung message. Swak yung message para sa audience. Very important yun, that you choose a good speaker for the time. Kasi may time yun eh. Yung parang, ano bang swak for my team ngayon? Diba? So, yung message at saka yung speaker also very important. And number 3 is yung engagement. Dapat maingay sa chat box, dapat excited sa chat box, dapat di nahihiya as if we are just simulating na nasa Yuzana office tayo. So, dapat maingay yung chat box. Sampalan nga natin yung corporate natin. Ano ba yung maingay na chat box? Ayan.
Tignan nga natin sa chat box. Wag lang puro
Tignan
one.
nga natin kung excited ating mga listeners. Ayan, kung excited kayo. Woohoo!
Ito na, oo. May lag lang ng konti kasi online.
Kabog.
And not just yung mga ganyang excitement, no? Probably we can also insert some of our learnings, no? O affirmation ng mga nabanggit ng speaker or some of your insights as well. Pwede niyo po siya i-chat. Not to the point na ano na kayo, noisy. Yung talagang ikaw na lang sa chat box, yung flooding. Okay. Do you want to add more, Josan, or we can move on to RM? Okay, RM. How about you? What makes a good or bad event?
Yeah, so agree ako sa mga lahat ng sinabi ni Josan. Very on point yung ano niya about sa virtual na mga trainings and events. Ang idadagdag ko lang, it should be yung sa speaker dapat relatable. Dapat yung speaker is talagang alam niya yung purpose kung bakit siya in-invite for that event. Okay? Kasi mahirap mag-talk ngayon na nasa virtual computer lang kaharap mo tapos nandiyan lang yung audience mo. So dapat as a speaker, you should know your purpose at dapat relatable yung itutok mo, yung stories mo. Because stories tell, diba? Tapos yung mga learnings dapat meron din. Hindi lang siya story na i-share mo whatsoever. Dapat merong learnings. May mga learnings na dapat yung mga nakikinig sa'yo will also have the realization na mga aha factors, yung mga gano'n, na parang, oo nga, no, nababaunin nila kahit matapos yung training na yan. Kahit hindi sila makatulog dahil sa topic na na-share mo, sa story na na-share mo, mga gano'n, Ma'am Joy. So, that makes a successful event. event for
Yung
me, ha?
impact ba, no? Yung impact dun sa tao.
Yes.
Yung gigil. Alright. So,
Correct.
so siguro ngayon, no, syempre sabi nga ni Josan, it's really important to start the event on time. And might as well mention this, no, to end on time. Kasi di ba, parang ano yan eh, respect din, no, so, dun sa kausap mo. And kung yun lang yung sinabi mong time, di ba? So, it's okay naman kung wala naman din gagawin. But most of the time, di ba, for most of the new associates, may mga ano lang yan eh, time limit. So, make sure to end on time. And speaking of ending on time, no, siguro we have come to the last part of our program. So let us hear from these two ladies kung ano ba yung kanilang mga advices, no? Ano ba yung may iwan nila sa ating audience in terms of building momentum through events. So let's start with Josan.
Okay, so my last tip for everybody tonight, okay, is I learned this from Darren Hardy in one of our Asia Pacific events, and forever ko na tong tinuturo sa team ko. The first time I heard it, forever ko na siyang tinuturo. It's even part of our training. Meron daw tayong tinatawag na vital few functions. So sometimes, you know, we run through the day na-overwhelm tayo what to do. I need to check my DLM, my associate. Di ba, ang dami kong gagawin, mag-i-invite pa pala ako. Magdi-deliver pa pala ako. So, no, you go through the day and sometimes medyo, we have to prioritize what we do. So, may vital few functions daw tayo. Vital meaning important, di ba, life. Life of our business, tatlo lang daw yon. Number 1 is share the product, which we all do. Okay, so if you share the product, type 1. Number 2, share the business. If you are sharing the business, type 2. And number 3, build for events. If you are building for events, type 3. Okay? So how do you build for events? Okay? So how do you build for events? Make sure kung attendee ka, wag kang yung audience lang. Wag kang spectator. Alam mo yung nasa Zoom ka, tapos para ka lang nanonood ng TV, or parang nanonood ka lang. You're not here to be entertained. Okay? This is a business meeting and this is a business training. While people pay for business advisors and while people pay to go to AIM just to hear Gokong Wei speak, you have here a community of millionaires speaking every night. So don't be just an audience. So wag ka lang maging spectator. Because remember, you're not here to be entertained. You are here because one of these days, you are also going to be invited to do a webinar with Usana. One of these days, you're also going to be a trainer for Usana. And one of these days, you're also going to be a trainer for your team. So dapat ganun yung mindset ng mga nanonood ngayon. You are a future trainer. So when you attend training, write down notes, di ba? And if you feel like there's a speaker na, you know, resonates with you, gawin mo siyang favorite speaker mo, tapos i-peg mo siya. You know, I always look up to Lichelle Yambao and I always tell myself, you know what, I really want to be like Lichelle Yambao. I really want to become her when it comes to public speaking. So, i-peg nyo yung mga favorite speaker ninyo. Tapos, wag nyo lang silang i-idolize, di ba? You have to become your idols, di ba? So, you have to become those trainers. You have to be the trainer you want to be. Okay? You have to become the trainer you look up to. So, don't be just an audience. Don't be just a spectator. Be a student. Observe kasi magduduplicate ka. Yun yung purpose mo ba't ka andito actually. Magduduplicate ka. Okay? And another is, syempre, when you're organizing events, observe mo yung audience response. Okay? Kung maraming uma-attend, kung gusto nila to, kung paborito nila to, ask for feedback. Did you like the speaker? How can we improve in the next meeting? Diba? Kasi sometimes yung mga associates natin, outspoken din yan sila, diba? So they can give us very good feedback as well. So remember to build for events. So all of these events are not here just to para pang prime time natin, pang palit sa ABS-CBN. Okay? So itong mga trainings na ito, andito to for you to become trainers as well and for you to become top income earners in our company. So make sure that when you attend our trainings, you attend like businessmen and businesswomen. Okay? So yun lang yung tip ko for tonight. Build for events.
Maganda naman, no, ng mga sinabi ni Josan. How about you, RM?
Yeah, ako naman is, ang tip ko or ang last words ko for this webinar tonight is that, guys, always remember that every one of us, okay, is bound for success. Lahat tayo, nandito na tayo sa Usana opportunity Okay, nasimulan na natin. We only need to be motivated. We only need to be dedicated and committed for that success to come in our lives. The only thing that yung mga hindi nagiging successful sa sana, di ba, may mga naririnig naman talaga tayo. Kasi we are very blessed to have a very supportive corporate. Di ba? Thank you so much, Ma'am Joyce, Ma'am Mitch, Ma'am Beth, and to everybody in the corporate. Grabe, ang gagaling ninyo sa mga trainings, di ba? You have this system as well na you really provided for all of us. In times of this pandemic, ang galing nyo, nakapag-innovate na talaga agad-agad. Hindi tayo nagkaroon ng sobrang habang time to adjust, but we adjusted, di ba? Ang bilis natin nag-adjust. So yun lang. We are bound for success, persevere, okay? Kung may mga dreams kayo, panghawakan nyo yan because every dreams, lahat ng dreams sa Usana, guys, natutupad. Usana is a very great opportunity, is a great tool na binigay ni God for all of us to have the life that we all deserve. And for us to have a big earnings in Usana, we need to attend trainings, and a lot of events for us to maintain and, sustain that momentum, that giggle factor. Yun yung kailangan natin. The giggle factor. We need to be hungry for success. Thank you, everyone.
Ayan. So let's thank our two guests. Maraming salamat. Can you all please show your appreciation sa ating chat box to Josan and RM. Thank you for enlightening us, no, and giving your insights on how to build momentum through events. So siguro, Sis Mitch, no, if you have any insights.
Ako din, I also learned, no, kahit pa we are a part of the corporate na tayo din ang gumagawa ng mga events. I really learned a lot from our speakers and also sa ating mga participants tonight that really events, no, lalo na sa mga bago, they are these events really are the yung nakakapag-increase ng belief nila. Kasi nakita ko yung gigil ni Josan tsaka ni RM kanina when they talk about the first event that they attended. Talagang napaka-excited nila at siguro kung ganun yung excitement nila na share kanina, the same excitement they had when they were in that event, no? So talagang nakaka-increase siya ng belief, and also this is also one learning venue, no, venue for us to learn kasi we have a lot of trainings, we have a lot of trainings, we have a lot of events, mga events na where we can when we can learn more skills, no? So this is really very nice, no, sana ma-maximize din lahat, and I would like to encourage all the leaders out there, no, to really promote our associates to attend trainings kasi eto na lang yung medium natin ngayon to connect with also them and for us to learn also. Yun yung aking mga key takeaways ngayong gabi, no? Napakaganda.
Yan. Very well said, no? Ayan. Hello? Nawala ba ako? Ayan. Hello? Okay na?
Yes, sister. Yes.
Nagparamdam. Anyway, very well said, no, Sis Mitch. And ako gusto ko lang sabihin, no, that we also draw our inspiration from all of the associates. No? Syempre, we listen to what you want, no, what you need, and definitely yung inyong feedback. And talagang lahat po, no, ng mga events na ginagawa natin is really for you, no. So please take advantage of it. Sabi nga ni Josan and RM, no, it has to have impact sa inyo, hindi lang kayo basta audience. You really have to be in that training, no. Wag po tayo masyadong critic, no. Alam niyo po ba yun, ay nako, parang mali yung share na slide, ay mali yung grammar ng speaker. Although, di ba, we can comment on that on the side, but really let us not lose our focus kung ano talaga yung main, no, purpose why we are on that event. And speaking of that, di ba, sa akin, ang pinaka-measure, no, ng pinaka-magandang event is really kung ano yung result, no, na nagawa dun sa tao. It's not about the numbers, okay? You could just be like 1,000, 500, but if all of those 5,000 or 100 is successful, no, dun sa kanilang negosyo, then I think that will be is the ultimate measure of success. So maraming salamat po, no, sa inyong lahat, to all our FB live participants who reached 200, no, and also in this almost 600 na webinar. Maraming salamat, Josan and RM, and thank you to my co-host Mitch. And next week, now we will also have a panel discussion ulit about business tools. So please stay tuned for that next week. Maraming salamat po. Have a great weekend and please take advantage of our BAB. See you.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.